This is evening of Monday, the 9th day of March 2026. Good evening, everyone. I believe that so many people have seen the disturbing video released by the Islamic State of West African Province, ISWAP, about their 3 consecutive attacks on Nigeria military installations, barrack, and their checkpoints. It is actually a disturbing video, and people were not taking notice of what ISWAP were writing there. And anytime ISWAP release footage of attack and so on and so forth, I always want people to understand the inscriptions in those videos. And apart from that, their Telegram channel, ISWAP in this year alone, they have changed like up to 3 Telegram channels. Okay, I have a way of entering there. If you enter into if you have access into their channel, you start getting information. But before you know, it's either they will block you or they will close the Telegram channel. They will open another one. Like, these people believe that Nigeria will fall under their leadership, and they will establish Sharia in Nigeria. Because if you see their write-ups, you see the way they are so confident about this. You will not think that these people are boasting because of their power and all. You will come to realize that they are people who are actually collaborating with these people, giving them that morale. Because these people are more motivated. The motivation they have, the Nigerian military don't have it. The motivation they have, the Nigerian military don't have it. This is actually a disturbing video. And, Nigerians are not taking it serious. I saw so many comments calling ISWAP city boys, doing this, doing that. That is not the issue now. The issue is this. We have to solve this problem once and for all. Do you know why I always opt for the division of Nigeria as the solution? This is because these people who are fighting in the bush, they are not alone. So many people you call your leaders who are in Abuja and in the Senate floor are in support with the ISWAP, with the Boko Haram, with the militias in the forest. They are in support with them. They arm them. They pay them money. They do the what is it called, the broker between the foreign powers who are bringing weapons, going to the terrorists. Those people are doing all these things. They're in the office. So when I'm talking about, since people are loyal to these terrorists, people have the same ideology with these terrorists, and these people are part of the leader. They are part of the leaders in Nigeria. They are in the leadership positions in Nigeria. Then let us tell ourselves the truth. Since you believe that if ISWAP, Boko Haram, Mahmouda, Dakorawa, Al-Qaeda, if they continue to fight, one day they will turn Nigeria into total Sharia state. So there is no need of deceiving ourselves. Let us look for, carve out a position in Nigeria. People who want to practice Sharia, we confide them to the place. Then the Southwest people will have their own referendum. Let everybody go on their own separate way. See, if we continue like this, time will come, we all are going to regret it. Either you said God forbid or not. We are talking about reality. This is not all about evidence of things you have not seen. We are talking about what is going on. So forget about your God forbid and God did not forbid. Okay? God have given you wisdom to think, reason, and do what you want to do. So stop calling God where you're supposed to call your brain. Now, the ISWAP, they attacked today again. Okay? They wiped so many soldiers away today. They attack another barrack today. This is because they have confidence that in this 2026 that Nigeria is going to fall. I started saying this thing in October last year, and I also made a video about it February last year. Then, so many people have also come to national television to tell Nigerians the truth that, listen, Nigeria is about to fall into terror stronghold. Their interest, and this interest includes people who are in the leadership position. So this is where it is getting bad. Now, for those military officers who are not part of people who are colluding with the terrorists, because I know that so many security personnel are colluding with the terrorists. So I also know that some persons are not. And that is why you see so many soldiers are being ambushed, they are being killed. It's people who are killing them, who are leaking their information, they are not part of the people they are killing. Now, if you see what happened when, what led to the over 40 soldiers killed by Boko Haram in one day, they saw the terrorists coming. The terrorists you saw coming are not supposed to kill you in your barrack, but it is happening in Nigeria. These people's firepower is beyond the Nigerian army, and nobody's talking about this solution. All they are saying is that let us recruit more. However, just in this year, 2026, ISWAP, they have recruited over 20,000 armies into their terrorist group. And after recruiting them, they sent almost 10,000 to Bauchi. This Bauchi that everybody is rolling out today, everybody is running out. The people they recruited newly, they sent 10,000 people to there. They distributed the rest to back up their forces in Borno and the rest of the places. Bala Mohammed walked to Tinubu. He told Tinubu, over 10,000 terrorists are in my state. Did Tinubu do anything about it? No. It seems that all these things are just the plans of these people. So I know what is going on. Even though I can't do much now, even though I can't do anything, but at least I have access to information. I have access to, both classified and unclassified information. I have access to all this terrorist link movement. These people are operating in a safe haven. Anybody who understands technology just small, you'll be able to track these people, know their whereabouts, know their movement. Like, these people are not hiding for God's sake. Any nation, any country that believes and agree together in one voice that they are going to fight these terrorists, believe me, they will be able to get rid of them, because they will fight those people in the bush and they will get to those who are sponsoring terrorism. And let me give you another, let me call it expo. People who are sponsoring insecurity in government, they are using proxies to sponsor it. Now, let me tell you what they are doing. Most of them in the Senate, most of them in other executive positions. What they are doing is this. They will have one person that will be relating to the terrorists, not them personally. The people who are doing this thing, they have accounts. They have international account. They have crypto account that they use to do transactions. Most of the money, these people bring it from SAC. Ghana must go give it to these people. These people will go either to deposit it or to give it to the terrorists. Like, they are doing it through proxies. So when you see a politician sponsoring insecurity, they will be keeping quiet, laughing at you. Because they know that even though they release the names of people who are sponsoring terrorism, they will not release their name. We came to realize this when recently Sarah Reporters published 21 names of people who are sponsoring insecurity with their names. So we had to, do what we did. That was in September 2021 when UAE, United Arab Emirates, released the names of terror sponsors. What we do is that we profile these people, investigate their activities, try to link them to know someone they are connected to. We were unable to do it for so many, but the few that we succeeded, we saw that they were linked to high-profile politicians. So these people are doing it in a proxy way that you can't even understand. So this is the, unfortunate situation. And that is why we are trying to, draw the attention of so many international communities. I know that, yes, they have answered the call. They might not respond now because of other things, but they will definitely respond. Okay, they will definitely respond. So the US soldiers in Nigeria, they have gathered enough intelligence. They know what is going on. So people should just chill about that. Let's do what we can do ourselves, because there is no how Nigeria military forces, either private security or state police or anybody, will be able to fight these people. The people that will go to army barrack, if they are coming to army barrack, army will be seeing them. They will still come and kill 40 of them. Is that the people you are going to create state police for? They will use them to drink water. I'm not saying this to demoralize security operatives. I always talk the reality. That is the truth. The people that will walk to military barrack and unalive soldiers, kill them, are they the people you are going to say that state police is going to stop them? Let us wake up. Let us wake up. The people in government, they don't see these people as terrorists. They don't see them as enemies. By the way, you see the army spokesperson, saying that these people are Nigerians. By the virtue that they are Nigerians, we can also bring them back to. They are just telling you that what these people are saying is not terrorism. Or they are seeing them as their army. Their army that will implement Sharia. That is what they see. Anyway, it is what it is. May the souls of the soldiers, the good soldiers that died, rest in peace. But advise yourself as a soldier. If these people are not cooperating, you better save your life. Save your life. I don't see any reason why Boko Haram from almost 5 kilometers coming to army barrack, you saw them from 5 kilometers and started calling for Air Force. They spent another 30 minutes before arriving. And they came, they killed 40 people, they still go. It was the following day we saw the Air Force bombing. I don't know the people they are bombing. All those things doesn't make sense. The news of military coup in Benin Republic have not even get into the media before Nigerian fighter jets started hovering over in Benin Republic. What a swift response. But when it comes to secure the territorial integrity of the nation, according to them. I don't know if Nigeria have territorial integrity. I think the territorial integrity belongs to these terrorists who are operating freely. So it's so unfortunate. So unfortunate.
I've served the military intelligence for the past 35 years. It has always been the case. Our problem is religion and social-cultural. I mean, people will expect me to come here and start talking about kinetics, about operation and so on. I've been an operational commander all my life. I've commanded warships, I've commanded troops, I've commanded men outside Nigeria and so on. But I'm not going to come to your station to discuss kinetics. The problem is not kinetics. In 2017, 2016, I'm always a member of the Security and Intelligence Brief at the Defense Headquarters. I said the center of gravity of Boko Haram and insurgency in Nigeria are the sponsors of that program. It was beyond us. Because the job we need to do is kinetics. Fight, destroy places, resolve issues. Yep. But we cannot resolve issue of sponsors of Boko Haram that were in Buhari's government, that we know them.
When you say we, who
I was in the military intelligence. Okay. And the defense headquarters staff that I work with, they know. And that was why we couldn't pursue that aspect that could have resolved that problem. Because you need to arrest people. And recently, 400 people were gathered as sponsors of Boko Haram. Why is it that the government has refused to try them? You remember this Boko Haram issue started since 2012. Yeah. And I was in the military intelligence that time. We arrested those people. It is my organization that actually conducts interrogation and interview. And they mention names. I mean, I can't come on the air and start mentioning names of people that are presently in government now that I know. Presently in government. That the boys that we arrested mentioned. Some of them are governors now. Some of them are in the Senate. Some of them are in Aso Rock. Why should a government try to cause this kind of embarrassment and insecurity to the sense of what happened yesterday? And the solution I gave them in 2017, because when I identified the center of gravity for General Lonshokin, and they couldn't pursue it, because some of them were ministers. And what I'm saying now, the Department of State Services are listening to me. They know them.
Yeah, Commodore.
So the solution I gave them was that if we can't pursue the policy strategic level, because the people that we need to talk to are also, going to be difficult to deal with. I said what they should do now is to conduct two things. We should buy blimps. The blimps are not UAVs. They are not drones. Blimps are equipment that can fly up to 10,000 feet, 30,000 feet, static if you want, mobile if you want, and they carry a lot of payload. We saw them in Afghanistan. We saw them in Kenya. This will be something that can give us real-time intelligence. And we can know where these bandits or terrorists, where they emanate from, when they finish operations as they've done, where they go back to.
Okay. Well,
they did not buy this equipment up to. This government does not want to resolve this problem. They are escalating it because of tribal and religious sentiments.
So when you say this government does not want to resolve it, don't forget the same government has purchased. In fact, they're going to induct the Super Tucano jet because of, the insecurity situation. They have, the president has had to change guards, as it were, as a result of people's clamor. I imagine if that was not in the thinking, why would you go that length to make some of the, some of the pronouncements, the meetings that have happened, the purchase, the change of guard and the rest? Why would they do all that if they don't want to sort this?
Because that is not the solution. What you just mentioned is not the solution. When you have a problem, at policy level, strategic level, operational level, when you have a problem, what you need to do is to identify the center of gravity of that problem and attack it. That's what you do. What they are doing is not attacking the center of gravity of the problem of Boko Haram and insurgency. So if the president is buying Super Tucano, is changing service chiefs, that is not the solution. We are looking at the wrong side. It's not kinetic. It's politics.
Are you ruling out kinetic altogether?
I can't rule out kinetic because
so it's
a spectrum. It's a spectrum, you know, so you can't rule out something. But the center of gravity is what they should look at. And what is it? I'm saying it on this channel. It is the sponsor of Boko Haram and bandits.
And speaking about the sponsors, you know, when you say the DSS, and yeah, they could be listening to you, but so they profile, part of their responsibility is to profile all of these persons before they either vie for elections or before, excuse me, they are nominated for any of these positions. Doesn't that happen? Don't they get intel and say, look, this and this is what we found, and then we don't think that this should proceed further? Doesn't that happen?
It does. You know, when I worked with the DSS in 2007, because when Yaradua approved the operational order that we did, we now have to work together as a team. He actually forced all of us to sit down together and work together. I was surprised at the tremendous amount of information had by DSS. I was shocked. We in DI, I was in Defense Intelligence Agency, and when they were forced to bring out the files, I was shocked. They have so much information at DSS presently, as I'm talking about what I'm talking about. They have. But you see, if a fish is going to get spoiled, it's going to start getting spoiled from the head. The DSS will not do anything except the Commander-in-Chief's body language shows that this is the direction I want to go. That is where the problem is. The DSS has tremendous information. By the time 2023 is here and somebody take over and wants to undo some of this evil that I've seen in this country, you'll be surprised names that the DSS will bring out. They have the information. There's nothing I'm going to say here that they don't have. The defense headquarters have the solution for the kinetic aspect. They do. I'm not going to come here to advise them. I work with them and they're still there. The chief of naval staff was in the intelligence with me. We were together in Defense Intelligence Agency. That's Vice Admiral Gambo. I know these people are good. They know what to do. It's not that they have problems. It has to do with politics, the sponsors, people that feel that this country should be Islamized.
You know, assuming but not conceding that, I mean, that all of this is the case. So what is the end game? Because I imagine as a strategist, that's what you think about. So these things are happening. What is the end game? So why will this be allowed to fester? For what purpose?
The end game for them, because we did, normally when you want to look at this type of challenges, what you do is that you go through what we call the intelligence circle. Okay? When you do the processing and you do the analysis before dissemination point, you discover that the end game for them is to just turn this country into like a Taliban type of country. And it's a mindset. And anything goes. In other words, 10% casualties, 20% casualties is allowed in trying to achieve the end game of Islamizing this country.
That's for the terrorists, the bandits.
It's not for the terrorists and the bandits, for the sponsors. Because I told you, and I will repeat on this channel, the sponsors of Boko Haram and the bandits are the problems. And defense headquarters, the army headquarters, the naval headquarters, the air force cannot do anything about that. Buhari has to do something about that. The Interpol has the list of those people that are sponsoring Boko Haram. I work with Interpol. They should ask. If they don't know, they should ask. The government of Dubai, they have the list of those people. During the trial of those people that were caught, names were mentioned. They have the list. The government also told us that they've arrested 400 sponsors of Boko Haram. Why should the government not try those people and bring peace and harmony and safety to this nation. Why won't a government do that? Those people that are going to harass cadets and officers in NDA, they live around the place. I know NDA very well. I was in Georgia, I was in NDA as young officers, and I know the area very well. They live around the place. So why can't you put up a blimp that can see what they are doing in real time and eliminate them? Why won't you do that?
In fact, there were more details saying that some persons slept up, but we'll come to that hopefully. Mark has got some questions for you.